Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday. I don't know why my body always wants to stretch at the most inopportune moments. But that was a good one. That was a big one. We did it. We stretched. We're here. Hello. I hope you guys are ready for a good-ass session today. We left off on a bit of a... I don't know what you would call it. We left off on some shenanigans last time. We're going to explore a little bit more of that today. Are my players ready? I'm not sure. I don't know if they're ready for this. Honestly, I don't know if they're ready for this. They probably are. It's, you know, I'm not saying much. Anyways, there's guys, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, November the 5th, I am not going to be running this session. There's too much going on that day. I'll be having a normal stream. Just so you guys know. 2 weeks. November the 5th. There's no Under the Wire that day. No Under the Wire. It'll be a normal stream. Because there's just still too much going on that day. Anyways. Besides that, everything else should be as scheduled. Hopefully. But you know, you never know. Things could pop up here and there. It's only like 2 weeks out. Nothing, I guess, that concerns me or my tabletop games. So let's go ahead and invite our players in so that we can start the gaming as soon as we can. Here we go. Hello.
Hey.
Hello. It
What?
goes.
Howdy.
Oh. Hi.
How you
Wait,
doing?
we
It's
didn't do a mic
Tuesday.
check?
Isn't
I
it
didn't do a mic check, but I've been running my mouth, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Tuesday.
It's a
Guys,
Tuesday.
We're already live. It's not the time
I
to
know
be
we're live, man.
concerned
I
about
know.
mic
I was
checks.
just, I was like, wait a minute. Did we do mic check?
I just didn't remember doing a mic check. We were busy. We were having like in-depth conversations.
Totally.
Yeah, we were talking about asses in the military.
We were
Spoilers.
talking. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Spoilers?
You're right. I'll let the story play out in session.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we just had Adrian have a makeover. Like, if we're not gonna do like the baby
Same.
girl, magic girl transformation as he walks
Oh,
out all
oh my
glammed
God.
up, we could do that.
I've never
We could make it
wanted
be.
anything more than that.
Yes,
Adrian.
Adrian baby girl win.
Adrian, can you please say Moon
would.
Prism Power?
Moon prison power.
Excellent.
Present power.
Someone take that.
I love Sailor Moon.
Please don't sue us, Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
They
It's not real.
Did you know that?
You're a fan.
Here's the wild part. Have you guys seen that meme of Sailor Moon and the creator of it, who is the wife of Hunter x Hunter?
You're lying.
No,
No,
you guys didn't
no.
know that?
Yeah.
Wait, we
so-
should shut
so-
the fuck up and play the game. I'm sorry.
Okay,
We should
so she's the wife, and
like
she.
our
No, we're
time is already done.
bullshitting. This is full bullshit. So,
No, our
so
Kiki time is
Sailor-
already over.
Sailor Moon's creator is the wife of Hunter x Hunter's creator.
Mhm.
And they
Mhm.
show like her creative workspace, and it is the most, in the flattering sense. For those of you that have watched the channel, know that Zola likes Julie. I love Julie. She's delightful and remarkable. It is the
Who's
most
Julie?
like
The artist?
the artist. Yeah, she's just like awesome YouTube stuff, animation. It's like saccharine, sweet, like
Oh, sorry, no. Okay,
adorable.
I was thinking of the Sailor Moon creator, but that's not her.
no, that's not her name.
Yeah.
So like that is like Sailor Moon, right? It's all like the Sailor Moon style, and then they cut to the creator of Hunter x Hunter, and he looks like the most depressed,
Me.
depraved individual. Like her space is clean and bright and like inviting.
Isn't that why
And
he
his looks
took
like they're
off time?
gremlin and oh yeah, he had problems. I think again, I do not know the person. I do not want to speak for them. I love the creative direction of both artworks. But it was a very interesting contrast to see these two people married and to see the two very different artworks that they created. Anyways, back to Zolaman, who will give us our
Due to the dynamic nature of
our content warning. Due to the dynamic nature of tabletop content,
tabletop.
We love you, Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
This-
They're not doing any more Sailor Moon.
Zola peaced out. He'll be back in 5 minutes.
Oh, goodbye, Zola. I guess who wants to be the DM? Like for the next 5 minutes.
I can try, but no promises.
Ooh, what do you want to run?
What is this? I don't know. I can never be a DM. I kind of want to
do. Can we do like a spin-off series that's just Dorian's Slice of Life? Like, can we do like Dorian the like, you know, employee slice of life? Like, I want him like, you know, oh my God, Janice's birthday is Friday. I didn't get a gift. Like, you know, the like
Can Parm be the live-in maid?
You could be. I mean, again, we invited you all up. If you want to recap, Adrian didn't leave the building because he was under the impression that he couldn't leave, and that was clarified. But Adrian did tell Dorian to invite you all up to Dorian's apartment.
Yeah, he hasn't gone out yet, but he's on his way.
Wait, the
He will
apartment's
be
inside
once
the
we
same
start.
work building?
It's
its
like
own
a country in a building.
Yeah.
It's like an embassy, but an embassy that covers like 20 square city blocks.
Interesting.
It is an independent country that exists within inside the country because the company is larger and able to be. It's a company that interacts with multiple other countries. Like it's wild. Anyways, Zola, I haven't heard from you. Are you live?
I thought he
Yeah.
left. Oh,
Okay.
over here.
It was a joke, I think.
He was just letting us vamp.
Just
Oh,
letting
yeah.
us vamp. We're just going crazy.
No, you were going crazy.
I was going crazy. I was going
Doing such a good job, you know. Like,
You and your Hunter Sailor Moon lore.
That's real though. I didn't make that up. Like I'm serious. Like
Yeah.
it is.
know.
It is insane. But yeah. So, Zola, can I ask you to make your declaration so that I can ask you a question when the official stream starts? I mean, I know we
declare that the
started.
stream has started, so make your
Game.
Your disclaimer, though.
make
You have
your
to disclaim.
question.
Can I?
Due to the nature of dynamic things, you gotta fucking police your heart and yourself, man, before you watch shit like this. Okay?
You're either an adult or you're not. If you're able
Precisely.
to contemplate mature concepts, continue watching.
Hell yeah.
If not, please tune away and watch other material until you are able at a emotional and mature place in order to watch this content. Thank you very much. Mature. Yes.
Mature?
Mature.
Instead, you
my
can
God, what
turn
is
your
that?
channel to channel 7 and you can watch Parm and Pals instead.
Parm and Pal's a lovely compilation. I didn't know. So I was going to ask Zola, there is not a skill on this. I would love Mr. Adrian Smith, as he is titled. I assume to have always been a consummate bachelor. And therefore would have learned some how to cook.
Okay, so I thought you were gonna ask like a general above board question, but we're getting
No.
really into
Yes.
the gaming questions.
Yes, he is trying to game now.
Oh,
We are in the game. I was
That's We're trying
wondering.
to get you to do the goddamn disclaimer.
Like, no, I was trying to get in the nitty gritty. I want to go into the. I want to roll that Adrian like surprises them with like a classically trained French breakfast of like hollandaise sauce and like French omelets and the like that I assume was provided in Dorian's thing. Like most of that is just eggs, right? Like 99% of that cooking is
Sure.
eggs. to do that.
You probably know how to make that.
Exactly. Like, I was figuring I could, but I was willing to offer experience upon that altar of sacrifice in order to make sure that it was a good cooking roll. Because I wanted the surprise of the murder death robot having a, like, you know, French, like, 2-star Michelin restaurant style, you know, light fluffy scrambled egg, like Gordon Ramsay approved, you know, Julia Child's, like, damn, this guy knows how to cook. As a sidebar hilarity to when the party arrives, there's a breakfast that Adrian has supposedly cooked, and there be that little, like, what the fuck, man? We thought you were a murder robot. How do you actually know how to cook this good? I have 20.
Where did you get this meat?
Yeah,
It's just
where did
human
you get
meat.
this meat? It doesn't matter the source. Is it tasty? I have 20 experience to offer on the pyre, but I'll wager 20 experience and a story point if you'll have it.
So, first off, we need a proper recap, and then before that, I gotta do my disclaimer. So,
Totally.
because
We asked for the disclaimer earlier.
yeah, I thought you were doing above board question, not like a real in-depth in the game question. So, because RPGs get rolled serious and shit, check yourself before you wreck yourself. 16 plus. Go on.
Fuck
Oh
you.
hell yeah! Speed of
We need a
Okay.
recap. We need a recap.
do need to
60
recap.
plus. Rick,
3 of you are outside in the cold for 18 hours. Adrian is under the knife and then wakes up and then decides to be awake for that. And then, not Parm, Dorian continues to make bad decisions.
What else is new? How many more can he make before he gets outside to tell them, hey,
Okay.
come to my new apartment?
Okay, bad decisions. Really? My man has a lifelong fulfilling career with Siegfried. He's got an apartment that is lovingly furnished. He has a mobile device able to connect him with the wider world. He has a caring structure that appreciates him and wants to fulfill him in an individual and creative sense.
Oh,
So,
You make it sound like a religion.
it does sound kind of like a cult.
Like, look, iPhone is a religion, okay? This is iPhone of the future. Siegfried or die.
So regarding your cooking
Oh.
question, it's really gonna depend on like the scrappiness of how you're cooking. For example, if you're like bare ass out in the woods, that's gonna be a survival. But if you know you have the utensils and you know like proper kitchen stuff, it's more or less gonna be a coordination roll.
Okay, so I've got 1 rank non-career for coordination.
Okay. 15 to go
and
to 2.
15 to go to 2? Alright, spent. Done. And we'll call it that, because that is all I have with 20 XP to do. Yeah, 'cause no, I was thinking like there's a grocery delivery service or something. I'm sure that Siegfried has a in-house grocery thing to reduce cost, you know? Like they've got their own like Asda or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's on 4-4.
100%. So
How many
so,
floors are there?
Enough.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to
Are
get
you asking
there.
about basements too?
Oh no. Ooh, hmm.
so
attachments to bidding.
in story mode, imagine that Adrian just like pulls up like Siegfried complimentary new employment celebration meal number 7.
Okay. So
which-
before we keep going into this side route, I need to ask, because again we did a very scant recap here. We ended last session with you barging into Dorian's room, basically like quiet yelling at him. They've been
Yeah.
outside for 18 hours, dude. So what?
And I made him put on his nightgown and his slippers and go out into the cold and fetch them up for breakfast. So now I need
Do
to
it
cook.
again.
Is that what Dorian did?
I think so. Like, I think he would leave the apartment to go and like try and find his way back down.
Okay. Oh, not that song. Okay. So immediately as you exit your room, you get like 3 text messages on your phone.
Okay.
Of course, you can check them later. They're texts, but you have them on your phone. Adrian, you're in Dorian's room. You're like ordering groceries to his room?
Yeah, I'm guessing there's something of this sort. So, I want to put on a spread. So we'll do the French style omelets. We'll do a French toast, sort of deal. We'll keep it like light and fresh and fried and sweet, but very, very French cooking. Very, very that sort of classical style.
Then it's not gonna be light at all.
Oh, but my dear, it's a beignet. It's light as air. It's totally not like 3,000 calories.
Fucking dead.
Yeah, if we're being fetched, I don't honestly know if Fidget would actually go inside.
We'll get there.
Oh, I haven't
We'll
gotten
get
there yet. I
there.
don't know.
Yeah.
If I get there, I might get
You-
sidetracked.
You couldn't find your way to the elevator. You have to roll like 26 navigation checks before you get out the door.
It's likely true.
Dorian, what is your goal here? To fetch them at the earliest convenience, or are you gonna maybe get sidetracked with things? What do you want to do?
I would not intentionally get sidetracked with things,
Right.
but I as a person know that it's a possibility. Over the table, it definitely could happen. But his intention is, oh, my phone has text. I'll look at the text while I try to find my way back down and look for my companions, whatever you want to call them.
You don't know this place very well yet.
But he is rank 6. No, sorry, rank 5. You only get rank 6 if you're the Cyber Eye.
It's true.
Okay, I will let you choose between 2 different skills.
Mm-hmm.
You can either make a streetwise, or you can make a survival.
Urban survival. That's a rare skill, but it is real. It is real.
I'll roll 1d2. It'll be the better one. You said streetwise or survival? Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
You at least know how to get to the elevator on your floor. You remember, the amount of turns it took to get to your room. So you get to the elevator. Luckily, this one has the right buttons to get to the lobby floor. So quick and easy. You check your phone, and this is a 3-message thread that basically says, your application for employment is now paused for review. We have detected a background of criminal activity.
I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna be like
You're
in
gonna
the
stop?
elevator.
Wait, you're not gonna
do the
check-
fire key?
you're not
Are you
gonna
do the
read the
fire
whole
key at the
text?
door?
That was only
No,
the first text.
Okay, I see. Alright, let's see. I'll keep reading them.
Okay, the second text says, your application to naturalize yourself under Siegfried Corporation has been paused due to suspected criminal activity. The third text says, as you are transitioning, we understand times can be hard. Would you like Siegfried to represent you in a court of law?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Ridiculous.
Pound 7225. Siegfried, yes. Support me in law.
I'll type back yes. Y. Capital Y.
You get texted a link that has like a whole bunch of just like use text and like all the the stuff that nobody reads. Just like scroll through it and then click accept at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read that.
Like all the terms of service and shit. And you click accept. And 3 seconds later, you get a text that says, "Congratulations, you've reached rank 7."
Oh. Does it say what I get out of that? Interesting. I forget
Nope.
what. Okay.
Margarita was at rank 5, so you're good at least there.
Oh.
I think Margarita was on rank 5 and like casual was on like rank 8. Like for some reason you can drink during work below when you can wear like a Hawaiian shirt, but it's the way Siegfried works.
I'm going to. I think as soon as the elevator hits the lobby floor, I'm going to go back up.
So there's
No, Dorian, no!
I
Go
want
talk to them.
I want to be clear because this elevator does get used by other people, right? On your way down, it would have stopped at like several different floors, like all going down. So you're not alone in this elevator.
Okay, that's fine.
It hits the lobby floor. Most everyone gets out. There was a couple people that actually wanted to go up, so they stay. Are you going back up?
Is there another elevator I could go to?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to a different elevator and go up.
Okay.
Well,
Great.
what do you think of that? Let me do a self-check. What kind of self-check would this be? Some kind of intel, like.
What is the internal question you're asking yourself?
Would he, like, be smart enough, I guess, to realize that he stands out, staying in an elevator that he just came down in?
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a 1 difficulty. Make a perception.
Oh, I'm good at that. See?
Yeah. You
I
would
thought it was gonna
definitely
be, like,
know you
knowledge
stand
society.
out.
Okay, yeah, then I'd go to a different elevator, for sure.
Okay. Again, as the elevator goes up, it's going to stop at several other floors before it gets to where? Where's your stop?
I'm trying to go back to my apartment.
Okay. Great. You make it and you open the door back. The smell of like fresh groceries, that like slightly wet vegetal smell with like plastic bag intermixed in, is like dancing around the room.
Oh yeah. Adrian has like a tea towel tied around his head and like a apron on. He's got his sleeves rolled up to the elbow. He's got like a chef knife on the board right now, doing like some like finely minced like chives or onions, like the whole like chop, like we're doing like Food Wars.
Oh, I love that anime. It's so good.
It's so good. But
yeah.
he's in the middle of that doing like a good breakfast, and I think that it stops and we have like the record break that, and that's when you thought, like sort of, if you ever seen one of those shows where they do that, and that's where you thought everything in my life was going well, and then they do like the record scratch. It's a record scratch, and he just like turns a little like 5 degrees too far. I'm assuming over his left shoulder, if that's the orientation of the building, as he just like click, 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 looks at the door, looks at Dorian, I don't see any of our companions. It's been
Yeah.
rather short of a time.
Uh-huh.
Have you found them?
See, I think maybe...
Do you know how to cook eggs Florentine, make a hollandaise sauce?
No, I don't. But I came back because there might be like somewhat of an issue. I don't know. I think they might have flagged that I'm
There's
in
like
trouble.
There's like a good like it's like a ratcheted neck. Like click, click, click.
What is the
his
clicking
head
again?
turns. Like his neck, like
Oh.
it is like degrees. Like it is a solid like 15 degree. Every 15 degree, his like neck clicks. He goes click, click. Like it takes like 3 seconds from his head to turn from looking at you over his left shoulder at the door to staring forward at like the sauce pot where he's making his ingredient.
Then I have question.
Uh-huh.
Ask away.
Can I spend a story point and use that ability to just already be in the kitchen chopping ingredients? I think the answer is no, because this is a nation, kind of like how you said. But if the answer is no, it's fine. I just thought it'd be funny.
Okay,
But could we give backstory to it?
so your answer to my next questions will really determine if you can do this.
Okay.
Because yes, like you stated again, this is like entering a new nation. They are upfront looking like a business, but you know, this is like international boundaries, right?
Mhm.
So when you during this, you have to like pass through whatever they have, right? Are you going to subject yourself to accept their visitor pass? If not, how else would you get in?
Visitor pass, you say?
And can I offer a hang up on that? There was an open request from Adrian.
They declined that.
No, they didn't specifically. There was an open request from Adrian that they be employed. The initial offer was declined. In any corporate business, the initial offer is expected to be false. Right? You do an underbid, you do an accurate bid, and then you do an overbid, and you see where the person lies. Can I roll a presence check to see how good the company is about sleuthing out individual applicants in order to make this check better?
The only thing with this is that
can
they're
I-
not applicants. They're recommendations by you. They did not apply for the job. You just recommended them for it. So them turning down coming into the building was then turning down that recommendation. They didn't want the job.
Okay. So there's not a I can go grr at somebody.
You can still do that, but not based off the original thing. You can still do like another one if you want them to come in. You get what I'm saying? There's
I do. The problem is that I want Parm to come in a beneficial sense, and I'm not sure how to leverage the current assets that I have to do that.
Well,
right.
maybe, well, what do the terms of service say for the visitor's pass? I mean, how bad could it be?
Are you gonna read the entire terms and conditions?
Please be smart. Someone
I
please.
Read it.
use my use of deep pockets to reach into my pockets and pull out these tiny little fucking spectacles that I somehow splay on my mask, and I'll use like, yes, I'll take the whole stack of paperwork, please. I have to
Okay.
read through these terms.
Okay. I
You
hope
did a
you know
pinch
that.
sneeze, the little like nose bridge glasses. Hell yeah.
I do hope you know that that is a permanent item, and you can just keep using those. It's not like
oh.
it's a one-time like thing in the session,
nice.
but you just
But I can
get
keep
that item.
Oh,
I see.
fun.
Well, that's good to know.
So-
Thank you.
But I'm just checking. That's your one-time use this session.
I mean,
This
Parm
is-
is kind of just here to help. Like, it's kind of the major things happening are with other people. So what am I gonna need it for later?
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
I hope nothing. But I do love the idea that we're having this Looney Tunes contract signing session in the middle of all of this. Because I did not. Still, I am. Dorian, I apologize. I did not expect this to go as far as it did.
It's okay. It did.
Saying I read through the whole thing just constantly in the background. That's what I'm doing. I'm in the lobby. Cancel my story point. I just want to read these terms.
Do
Okay.
you like annotate them and make your own agreements?
Huh?
Do you annotate them? Like, do you like strike through certain words and apply your own verbiage?
Not unless I
Before
see
you sign.
anything particularly like insane. Like, oh, blood sample.
Oh.
Like-
For
Other than that, I'm
visitors
just reading it.
alone. Okay. Sorry. I'll let you get to it. Saying.
See, there's no like litigation check. Make a knowledge of society check. This will
Hell
be
yeah.
a 3 difficulty.
Knowledge of society. I
a
gotta
hero
fucking
point.
bump that shit. I'll pay 10 EXP, my only 10 EXP to boost. That's non-career skill
Hell.
by 1.
Yeah.
From 0 to 1, right?
Yeah, from 0 to 1.
Okay.
Shabooey!
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. I love that
This is hurting my head!
I love that we are spending experience for litigious reasons. We are like, I need to make sure the contract is correct, good sir.
So, what I'm gonna... This is what I'm gonna do here.
No.
Parm, I want you to make a 2 difficulty, either vigilance or perception.
Gotcha.
Hey, Parm, spend a story point if you
Shit.
want
Oh.
to. Ah, shit, you already rolled. Never
It's all
mind.
good.
You fool. That's a
Okay.
really unfortunate roll, though. Honestly.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Those are good. Those are for, what do you call it? You know, the scrape in the knee. It builds character development.
So, the perception is really on the side. These negatives don't really mean anything besides you didn't get this instance of a thing. With the knowledge check, there is some shady stuff in this contract just for the visitor's pass.
Oh no. What
But
did I do?
you can probably surmise that this is due to the nature of this being not only a nation but also a business, right?
I
So
see.
like when it's going down to things like if you were to die in the building, what happens, right? They act more like a nation sense where like if you have records, then they would ship your body to wherever as long as the next of kin or whatever is willing to pay, right?
I see.
So there's a lot of weird things that have to kind of be balanced between the business and the national sense of the megacorp stuff. Nothing extreme to the sense of like, oh, in like if all else fails, we just get your stuff, or all like nothing like that. Because you are having a visitor's pass, they still respect that you are someone from another nation, so they have to abide by those rules.
Gotcha.
Can I ask a brief question on the visitor's pass? Is there a difference if Dorian versus Adrian would offer a visitor's pass? And I'm asking because I think that Adrian would know. Like, Adrian
No.
would know that Dorian is... Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious, like, if there was like I'm like Secret Service. If I ask you a visitor's pass, you've got like special privilege.
Well, your version wouldn't be a visitor's pass. It wouldn't be for visitation, right? So that's
It's
that's
not
where the difference
recorded.
is.
It's all black
It's
market, back door. Yeah.
It
okay.
just it just would be like a secret invitation, not like you couldn't take a vacation here with that kind of thing. So
Fair enough. I was just trying to think of like, because if Adrian would have sent Dorian, he would have like known the like corporate lingo protocol. I'm assuming at least Adrian knows this for being here for so long. So like, yeah, no, if it's just regular welcome, he's gonna let Dorian do that.
So yeah, Parm, everything looks, for the most part, everything looks like on the nose, like up to spec. If you had like a lawyer actually go through this, they might pick out some like very particular red flags or something, but just going through this, it seems like, there's also stuff in there that's supposed to protect the company, and it's just like a lot of back and forth and a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Nothing too crazy for the visitor's pass. Sorry, go ahead.
So I keep forgetting that I can't just leave Fidget out there because then Adrian might be cross with me. So I'm actually going to just take this whole stack of like paper out back to the alleyway.
Sure.
Maybe the paper's like trailing behind me in the mud or something, and I show up to Fidget and Quincey and everything, and I'm just like, I figured I'd get some light reading.
Yeah, you probably got, I'm gonna say you got that around like some late afternoon time. It's like a 6-inch 3-ring binder.
Perfect.
Just starting to flip through it.
Perfect. Thank you. I've had my fun.
Can I
yeah.
ask for you to make a DM's check? Like, maybe this is wrong for me to do so, but like, if Adrian did ask for them to do so, and it was given that they were offered the opportunity for employment, wouldn't Siegfried, from someone who was, I don't want to say highly employed, because he wasn't highly employed, he was ambiguously employed, because we can't really claim him, like, in case he does a murder, we can't have him be, like, our employee sort of thing. Would there be something where, in this, like, bringing back of the paperwork, it was evident to the individual that was filling it out that like this isn't like signing your name about like, yeah, I accept the cookies. This is like, oh shit, something serious is going on. Like I just want to make it like be present to the point of the other players so that they are allowed to be brought into the inner circle and allowed to interact with Adrian and Dorian, who have already sold their souls.
Dorian's still probably gonna go and grab them, but like, he wanted to let you know first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you
afraid
to
that
like
they won't believe
rephrase that, because I didn't quite understand what you're asking.
Like, okay, so I can't make a roll for this because this isn't a character-based action. What I was asking is, I don't want the rule to solely rely upon Dorian's persuasion or convention of the other party members. Like, I wanted it to be like the weight of the world, the way we understand it with megacorps going on. But there was something happening where they understood the weight of it, and they'd understand that like we were able to allow them to enter and allow them to join up with Adrian where he's at and Dorian's flat, and understand that like this was a favor given to you, like because it's subtext, right? It's like subtle. I can't give something to you, but I can give you an opening, and it's not a rule that I can make, right? Because it's not. I'm not doing anything. I just was asking, like, is there something that they can do to understand that, or is there something that Adrian can do to allow that circumstance to be available? Like, can Adrian open something that if Fidget Googles it and looks at like how do you apply for Siegfried, the top 3 results are Adrian's suggestions.
So,
Whether
if
they
I'm
understand how to-
understanding your question correctly, you want to create a way for the party to understand that they're allowed in the building with the subtext of them understanding this is someone that you or Dorian sent, rather
Yes.
than having it just be someone who is random
Yes.
and not tied to you.
It is a trusted individual that is specifically giving them an invitation. Yeah, a trusted individual, so Adrian, myself, or Dorian. Either of the two of us being like, hey, we've got something good for you. Do you want to come, like, exploit it? Because at least I think, and the reason why I think Adrian was trying this is, like, Adrian's like, if I can get Fidget jacked into the main frame of what we've got going on, she can figure more stuff out.
So the easiest solution here is like you can have people sent to them again and just text them that you're sending someone. So the person being sent doesn't know, and they're just expecting someone to arrive.
So,
right?
Alright, so apologies there. You told me that my phone was deactivated because at the end of the day, all phones that I had requested and all phones the party members had requested were deactivated. I was assuming that had already happened, so I did not have communications with the party.
But Dorian has a new one, and Fidget has another one.
Does
I don't have their
Adrian
numbers.
know them? Because I do not believe that Fidget gave her alternative number to Adrian. I was operating on
Did she
the
not?
only... I don't believe she did. I believe the only individual connection that we had between the 5 of us were the 5 mobiles that Adrian provided. Any
Yeah, he's right.
alternative numbers were their own separate thing. Like that's why I've been playing cagey, because like I can't be like I text Fidget because you told me that the phone doesn't work. Like if it's a different number, I don't have contact, and that like I think that is why like Dorian and I have had this like very like shifty connection with Siegfried, because it's a slip fault scenario. We've got no clue. I can't really contact the people. You said that all communications are basically downed by end of business because Adrian retired. I don't know how to contact anybody.
Okay.
I thought that was like after he left the building.
Well, that was the original interpretation I had, but then Zola clarified that there was a false estate
Oh, let's.
with a different name that I could inhabit.
So all of the stuff that you have would have deactivated at like at end of like first shift, right? So like 5 p.m. or whatever that is,
Okay.
right? You are still technically clocked in because you
I
can
haven't
work a
left the
shift for
building.
however long.
Yeah.
As being an employee there.
Well, because that was specifically the restriction. Until, as they told Dorian, until you leave the building, you are still clocked in. So as long as Adrian remains in the grounds of Siegfried, he is a official employee. The minute
Now-
he leaves, he clocks out.
I want you to know the specificity of that because your role there is special, which is why you have that privilege. Normally, a shift changeover would automatically happen at 5:55 a.m. No matter what. If you've been working for 24 hours, then that's the end of that 24-hour shift and a new one begins at 6, right? You have
Yeah.
the special privilege that does not apply to you.
Yeah, Adrian's another category, which is why like I'm like trying to play this loose because like
So-
I don't.
another one of the easiest solutions that might not be trustworthy is to just write a note and then have someone take that note.
And fair. Okay, so in that case, without trying to spawn a million NPCs you have to voice, would Adrian have? I mean, I'm assuming Adrian would have like a secretary, right?
The person at the lobby at your floor.
Yeah. And he'd be able to, at least in his mind, trust them based upon past interactions.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they've only really ever done like clerical work and paperwork. Never asked them to do like office tasks. But it's not that hard.
Would Adrian be able to note a individual loyalty versus a company loyalty? Like,
she would have
do they
no
care about
individual loyalty
him?
to you.
Okay, so it's only company.
Mm-hmm. If you're looking for people with personal loyalty, you'd have to go into people that you've worked with, and that's not.
So going in there, because right, that is what Adrian's trying to leverage currently. He is trying to not get Dorian or the other party super tied to Siegfried. He doesn't want them to be. I know you swears your life away totally. He's working on that. Like last I remember, he sat down on the computer and pulled up, what did this man sign?
Yeah, but then you started cooking.
Well, there's a certain amount that we can do, and there's a certain amount that we can turn onto our allies. And that is where my question to Zola goes. Adrian's been around long enough. Does he have, like, a HR specialist? Does he have someone that he can do? Because, again, I'm sorry, this conversation went absolutely wild. Adrian's goal, simple put, he does not want anybody involved with any megacorps. He does not want them to feel indebted in their life, their livelihood, their spirit, their intention to any of them. He's sworn that away for himself. Right now, he looks at Dorian as maybe not fucking up, maybe not terribly being bad, but Dorian has begun to leverage an existing structure to provide himself with advanced potential. But we don't want Dorian to succumb to what exists. So, in this time, while what I would like to do is Adrian goes brain dead. He goes like body automaty. Right, you know, he's doing all the cooking stuff, but it is just mind over matter. Right, it is we flick the skillet at 3 minutes because that is the impulse connection to do so. And while he is doing so, he doesn't have a neural jack like Fidget, but because of his nature, is he able to more subsume himself into the technological realm and help make sure that we've got our people covered? Because like I think that Adrian in this one is like, Dorian has gotten too deep and I've got to save this poor baby before he drowns.
Yeah, this question has shifted like 3 different ways.
Like,
so,
well, yeah.
So, first off, your allies outside, if you really don't want Dorian to go, then you gotta tell him now, because it sounds like he's gonna go regardless. 2, if you want them to know that it's from you, you have to do something to send them a message, because you don't have the means. There's not really gonna be a secret way to tell them that, you know, you don't have, there's no like psychic ability in this game.
So can I give them the hallmark greeting card of Dorian brings you the greetings from Adrian?
What?
Can I give them a Hallmark greeting card version of like, yeah, I give my greetings. I'm doing something else, but like, you have my blessing to accept them into my abode.
I'm not understanding what you mean
Where's
by
my
that.
house?
So Adrian's going down. Dorian is going down. Can Adrian be like, yes, I've given my approval. Please, you come up to where we're at. I've got other things going on, but I need you here.
To Dorian.
Adrian is telling Dorian to communicate to the rest of the party that Adrian is requesting their presence here.
Okay.
You can just go get him.
Yeah, the party. The
Basically, go
party
get 'em.
needs to be
Basically, go get
contacted first because they're outside.
Yes, so Adrian is specifically requesting that Dorian deliver to them an invitation to we're in Dorian's house, his residence.
Yeah. Can do, I think.
I'm so lost, but sure.
I'm just gonna go back down the elevator and go and get them myself. Because, I mean, like...
I think that's the best bet. Go down the elevator, go get them.
Okay, I'm down the elevator. I went back down. I know how to get to that elevator.
Okay.
Now, can I find my way outside?
You can. As soon as you
Awesome.
cross the lobby, there's an alarm that
Oh.
rings.
Oh no.
You have your gun
Uh,
with you. You didn't check
no.
it at the door.
The
I threw it at you.
receptionist kind of like scuttles up to you really quickly and asks, excuse me, sir, could you please step aside for a moment? We have to check this record.
Where do you want me to stand?
Just right here in front of the concierge.
Sure. I'll stand
She goes
there.
behind the desk and starts typing away at something. It seems that you have not completed your onboarding, and there are a few things that need to be taken care of before you are completed with all of your paperwork. Until then, if you were to leave, then everything would be canceled immediately.
Oh, okay.
So,
can
can I interrupt?
Oh,
Would Adrian, having known the system, been able to provide like a, yeah, they're gonna interrupt you at this time, tell them like 134527, and that is the code to just be like automatic check it, you're good to go. I'll roll a check, like I'll roll a, but I'm assuming like spycraft, right? Like Adrian has been enumerated within the company a million times as
It's
a
not
million
that
different employees.
it's not that you wouldn't have a code. It's that it would be really irregular to do this for someone who's already in the company.
Okay,
Yeah, let me see. Let
but like
me see.
special assignment, he was given something to do.
Hmm.
I'd really love you to roll a coercion check, but I know you're not going to.
No, that wouldn't fit.
No. Coordination, I could see. Or I could
okay.
bargain with you about leadership. I got 0 points of leadership and a 1 green die. I could
No.
argue you.
This is
Yeah,
going to
that-
be a 3 difficulty skullduggery.
Would spending a hero die on this be a success or be an advantage?
It would be an upgrade.
I will expend 1 then. Is all set?
Yep. Okay. Dorian, as you're standing in front of the concierge here, she tells you this information. As she's waiting for you to, like, make a decision whether you're gonna walk out the door or go back up to wherever you need to wait, there is a quick like glance at the computer. You can see she gives like a little type, trying to see like what came up. It seems like there is some weird interaction that she's not used to seeing. I apologize, sir. There seems to have been some special permission given. Feel free to exit the lobby and come back at your earliest leisure.
Oh, okay. Out of curiosity, what was the what I needed to get done? Like the rest of the onboarding, whatever that is?
No, I'm sure you'll complete the onboarding as soon as you return.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just wanted to know what it was. But alright, he'll leave.
Okay, so...
So, would you like me to take the strain for that? So I'd be
No.
at 4 currently. No? Okay.
So... Quincey, Parm, Fidget... I need you guys to make stealth checks. This is going to be 3 difficulty.
I believe in you. Use hero points if you must.
I believe that.
Just
can
to stay
happen.
undetected in the alley?
Yes.
I think you guys can do good.
Wow.
Use here if you need to.
I'm
Hell yeah,
so surprised.
Quincy. Hell yeah.
I have 0 points.
You did a good job, like, regardless. Somehow.
Okay.
Lord,
Fidget.
Oh,
It's fine.
Deal with
One
Is
it.
for
it-
me as well.
yes.
Sorry.
And do we have to do a Parm as well on that? It was Quincy, Fidget, and Parm.
Uno momenti. Bam.
Ooh,
Ooh, Parm.
nasty.
I could.
Damn, you're stealth.
I could smoosh you.
Yeah, what's your points itself?
Can I spend that advantage?
Do you have something you want to spend it on?
Yes, as I'm sneaking, I'd like to do a little pirouette and just spin. Just one.
Aw.
I don't really think you need to spend an advantage for that, but okay.
For real?
I was gonna say, I think that's free.
Next, roll blue die.
It is just dance at the Sugar Plum Fairies, and Parm does a perfect pirouette at the last move.
Beautiful, majestic.
Yeah, and I guess I just take that threat. Or take the strain.
Ah,
What the hell?
scared the
That
hell
was-
out of me.
That
Hello?
was my alarm.
Oh,
What? When?
Jesus
Where?
Christ.
You don't say. Who was it? He didn't say.
This is so interesting. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Fidget, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh man, this is bad.
Not the perception.
Interesting. Okay. There are... So, to remind you guys about how this building is like structured and how you're hiding out here. This entire building takes up basically what could be like 9 different blocks. But the lower floors almost act as like steps or pillars to the upper floors that are flush with, or not flush, but like they fill out the entire base and then continue upwards. So there are alleyways like underneath the building itself that you're hiding out in. As you guys are hidden underneath the like first 10 floors, there are a number of people that you could guess are like just passing by on the sidewalk, cars passing on the major streets, going what is it, perpendicular to the building. Fidget, across the other end, like 2 blocks down, there is there is the revving of an engine that is familiar, not in its specificity, like you don't know the specific car or the person, but something about like the tone of it, or something about like the timbre of it is very familiar to you. Your brain immediately switches to like there's some kind of mob activity that's going on over on the side.
Like Italian mob?
Right.
Okay.
If you don't move from here, you will undoubtedly be spotted.
I don't owe them, do I?
Yes.
You owe
What are
everyone.
you talking about?
If I have to ask.
What the fuck?
Um,
Because of the successes of your teammates here, you guys have time before you're spotted. But if you don't move, you will be spotted.
I'm just
We're-
trying to decide if this is a threat or not.
We're also,
For sure.
for everyone paying attention here, we're rolling back the clock.
Yes.
So we're back in like the afternoon to night time, not early morning.
So we're doing like hour 8 of hour 12.
Huh?
I think this is like
You-
shortly
you
after the
said-
guy came.
Okay, I was trying to like. Sorry,
It's okay.
Adrian spent 12 hours or like 8 hours like getting surgery done. I'm
Yeah,
just
this
trying
is
to
still
imagine,
during
like-
that.
Yeah. So like, are we like hour like 8 or like we like hour 12? Like, is Adrian going to be able to like burst free from this and be like, "Yo, my man's, we doing something?" Or is it gonna
Probably
be
not,
more...
because we've done stuff that you are already locked into.
Yes, and that's 100% what I wanted to canon make sure was appropriate. Like, I didn't want to be like, yeah, I'm good to go. But, like, how is the party going? Because, like, a lot of
What
what
do you
I
mean?
did was more RP, and so I don't want to be like, I am or I am not available to the party. You know?
right now, you're not.
You're not.
Alright, so I'm not. So you guys do your thing then. Sorry, I apologize then.
Is there a way for me to perceive whether or not this is an actual threat? Like, is... I know
Not
if I stay
unless
where I
you
am, I'm
go
gonna...
up to them.
Like, I recognize the sound of the car, but I don't necessarily... I can't connect it to a specific person. Not without going up there.
That's correct.
You know what? She's gonna get closer and just see if she can get a better understanding of who it is.
Okay, so you're choosing to get spotted.
Oh, Fidget.
Yeah.
Fidget, no!
You'll survive. You'll
didn't know you were so
survive.
nosy.
We'll take care of you. Come on. Yeah, we got this. All right.
The mob
Fidget
is
does.
the mob is my mom's people, so like,
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh no. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you not pick up on
That
that
makes-
earlier?
no.
No, Fidget is like absolutely like Italian mobster.
Yeah,
She-
that's
she-
funny.
bad.
she's associated with, but she's not. She herself is not part of the mob. Her mom isn't really part of the mob, but she is
Well,
essentially
no.
owned by the mob.
I'm a mob doctor. I'm not technically.
No,
Part
it's
of it.
more. It's more like she's owned by her mom is owned by the mob, more or less.
Oh, okay, so different. Okay, I understood as like I'm a medic. I'm not technically, or okay, but you're doing the other version of like, yeah, okay. That's some interesting vibes. But how do the bullets lay? Zola, what is the role for the combatants?
Hey man, I'm just gonna quickly ask, are you doing okay, Loci?
I'm good. I'm good. I'll rein back. Sorry.
Okay. Fidget, so you're choosing to get spotted. This is not just gonna be you, this is gonna be the whole party. I want to make sure that this decision is understood.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So you're approaching. Are you just gonna be walking up to them?
I'm gonna get closer and try and discern who it is before I actually make contact.
Okay. Um.
Because if it's Tony, she's probably not gonna like actually try and start a conversation.
His name is Tony.
I mean, there's several Tonys.
Uncle Tony, if it as it were.
Uncle Tony.
God. Where the hell did I put this? Okay, yes. Da da da. Da da. Interesting. Okay. You would be able to approach. There definitely is a presence, like in the middle of this alley. As you are approaching, you spot that they notice you. They don't really move, so they're basically like leaning with arms folded in, leaning against the car, and they don't really care that you're approaching them. You're still a bit far off at this point, but maybe that'll change as you get closer. The car is not recognizable to you.
Okay. Just typical black car tinted window sort of deal.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Can I tell who it is from this distance?
No, I'm considering this like extreme distance right now. So you'd have to move into like medium range, basically, if we're talking about range bands.
Okay. She'll keep approaching.
Would Adrian be able to provide any additional information upon that? Like, does he know that there's a bandwidth that they use for the corporation's license plates?
You would know, but you have no bearing on
You're
the scene right now.
Yeah,
you're under
you're
the
still
Team locked.
you're under the knife.
Yeah, but I'm just.
I keep forgetting that. I'm like, I want to do things and
Okay.
help,
You're
but I
currently
can't.
having your spine removed.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
No, it's fine. It's only a spine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
When you're moving closer, Fidget, they would call out to you. They wouldn't make any movement, but they would definitely call out to you to say that's enough.
She stops.
They don't do
She
anything if you're stopping.
She stops. She puts her hands up and. I'm Dr. G's kid.
I don't care who you are. You're gonna leave.
Right. All right. Just looking for a friendly face. She turns around and
Ain't
goes
here.
back.
Hey,
That wasn't so bad.
It can get worse. Don't worry.
Hmm.
It could, but it didn't.
as you're walking back, you hear another car like
Never mind.
have. You know how in like tunnels you can hear gravel echo when it's really quiet?
Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah, you kind of
like popcorny.
right. You kind of hear that behind you. It's a little bit of a distance away because you're walking back now. Another like blacked out car, and you get now why hearing both of these cars, why the sound was recognizable to you, and it's that your dad has worked on both of these cars before. There's a certain way that he processes his vehicles, so he puts like a maker's mark of sorts on them. He
Mhm.
makes sure that they run a specific way, and just based off of years and years and years of helping him out, you can kind of just like hear that specific tone in their cars.
And this is like different, like than what normal happens.
It's
With cars and stuff.
it's like the cars are maybe more revved up than
Oh, yeah.
like a normal off the lot car, so they're definitely noticeable if you were to just be walking by them. But even so, this is a specific thing that Fidget would notice about them.
Okay,
Uh,
but it wouldn't be like Fidget noticed that these cars were revved up to the key that Siegfried required.
No, Siegfried doesn't.
I
do
wouldn't
this.
even. Yeah, and I wouldn't
No.
know anything about Siegfried. All I know at the moment is Siegfried is potentially like behind her going to jail. She doesn't know.
Only like twice. It's fine.
Well, she also went to jail because, well, the doctor's
It's
footage of her
fine.
killing one of the Siegfried like higher ups. Like
no, not
she knows-
Siegfried. They're a wonderful corporation. They have nothing but your best interests at heart.
uh
Mm-hmm.
huh.
What was the name that Fidget dropped? Doc G.
Dr. G.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Not really much of a name, but it's something.
It's
Haven't
a moniker.
Haven't you said your mom's name before? Oh, maybe that was
I don't
private.
know.
That was private, I think. I don't think the
Mm,
party
I
was
think,
there.
I think we have twice that we've had mom's name.
Clarice.
It's Glinda, but yeah.
A similar vibe.
Is it?
It was
I'd say it was
Glinda,
close.
Glinda Farnell.
and we had a issue.
One is like a real world
between-
name and one is a witch.
Yes, because we had an issue between Glinda and the actual like party vibe, like what they did.
Okay.
Like not us, but like I felt like Glinda dealt different than what like Fidget's dad did. Like Fidget's dad did like the stolen cars, and Glinda was like a little more holding
Upscale.
back from it. Yeah.
But yeah. So is this car following me now, or is it just still
No.
further down?
No, they pulled up next to the other one. You
Okay.
can see the guy that was there. He's just kind of looking over towards you to make sure you're walking back.
You know what? Since they've been out for a while and she doesn't know how long they're still gonna be waiting in this alley, she's gonna set up her pop tent. Next to the dumpster.
Okay, so you're going back all the way to the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she may just start, like, just to pass the time, she might start designing something
Yeah, one sec.
for building later.
Okay. Cool. One sec. The three of you are in this alley. Those cars at the other end begin to grow in number. They don't look like they're coming towards you, but there seems to be something going on over at that other block. Are you three gonna be doing anything about it, or are you just like, this is our spot, we're just gonna be here?
The mob's trying to get us to leave.
No, they just said don't come closer. They're not trying to get us to leave. It's just something is going down. Fidget has walked away, but I have a feeling she'd sort of keep like one eye on what was going on, just in case she noticed something she'd recognize. But at the same time, she knows better than to get involved.
I was gonna ask if I could use the binoculars, but those are Ria's binoculars, not Parm's.
I'm not moving.
Oh boy.
No, I'm not gonna care for them.
I thought you were talking about those tiny ones that you just
Okay.
use for the book reading. Those are gonna help right now.
Oh no. Could Parm maybe get situated further back in the alley? Like, I'm thinking like if anyone comes into the front of the alley to give Quincey or Fidget trouble, Parm will be in like a kneeling shooting position or something. I guess I'm just wanting to take Overwatch. I'm not really sure what else to do.
Hmm.
Maybe like hide in some of the trash so that if anyone peers in, they just see like a jester's mask in the trash, but if you look closely, you can see the glint of a scope or something.
Yeah, see, like, that's the part I'm also stuck on, is that, like, you could do this, but you're very noticeable. And especially with the mask, right? It's like, it's hard to hide because it's so bright colors.
What about if you use like grand entrance or whatever it is to be in the dumpster without anyone noticing?
Dramatic entrance in the dumpster.
That's
I
not
wonder-
really entering a new scene.
No, true.
I feel like that
It-
would be not worth your while to use it.
If you're going to
It's-
enter the
it's-
dumpster for a scene, you have to be like cascading down a hill in a dumpster while
And then
singing
fall in.
opera piece.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta like.
Otherwise, you're just sitting there, right?
Yeah,
It's like the mask is only gold and white. Like if I dirty it up and hide somewhere, I don't even want to do this anymore. Why am I thinking?
Right. You've never wanted the mask.
Yeah, like I'm
dirty.
just like I could, like, I wonder if we'll ever get to a Parm unmasking. I'm not sure about an unmasking. Maybe a half masking. But even then,
half-masking.
still,
Get a new
I'm really
mask.
recognizable.
Well, Adrian has seen that, right? You ate waffles with Adrian.
He didn't take the mask off.
No.
Yeah, that's true. I
The
just kind of
bottom
lifted it
half
up.
opened.
Yeah, you would
Did
have
we
seen like a
discuss-
pair of really gnarly set of teeth.
That's what I'm saying. Like we've had a half masking. We've seen like the below the nose of Parm.
We got to see his DSL.
God damn it.
For the
Yeah.
audience.
You know what? I'm
means
just
dick sucking.
gonna keep reading those terms.
Not a bad idea.
You're not gonna take Overwatch.
I mean, the situation doesn't seem particularly dangerous at this point, so no, I guess not.
Okay.
I think I'm trying to think too much.
There. Yeah. we
Will
gotta
the
pass this
three of
time.
you please give me a perception check?
Perceive well, my children.
Perception.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Wowie.
Wow. That sucks. That fucking blows.
I mean, I'm in a tent,
Two.
so I'm not gonna
Two.
perceive much.
It would
Too
definitely make sense.
Yeah. I don't really want to take those strain. Can you throw them into the environment?
Stray bullets.
I never asked you to.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for Quincey.
Quincy has a good strain, right? But he's good at this.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, Fidget, you're in your little tent. You can hear there's some rowdiness going off to the side, but you're in your little your makeshift thing, trying to look up different RVs, trying to see if there's anything nearby that you could maybe salvage or run right now and fix it up later, so that kind of deal. Parm, you can hear a little bit clearer, but you're so focused on these terms and conditions that are applying to this visitor's pass. You don't understand why there's 6 million pages just for a temporary visa kind of deal, but who knows? It's whatever. It's a business and it's a country.
Yeah, true.
A
Quincey,
country.
there is once again rowdiness going on at the other side of these alleys where the mob has started gathering, and you having the acute sense can hear bits and pieces of the echo coming down from over there, and the information you gather is as such. 1, they're about to hit some turf wars. 2, the turf that they are trying to hit is Triad territory. And 3, they're looking to hit it from 4 different directions so that they can take over the entire territory in one go.
Interesting.
Hot.
So we take control of them and it just be like a gang empire. It's fine, right?
This
So
is
it's-
scary.
Yeah, it's easy.
Is Fidget's
Just
mom
do that.
turf? What? What was it? Your mom? What?
I thought you asked if her mom was a turf and my trans
Oh
ass.
no!
Wait, what's a turf? I don't know what a turf is.
It's like a trans. What was it?
A hater.
some-
Trans exclusionary radical feminist. It's like
Oh,
women
who
who
hate
are
trans.
like, ew, trans women aren't
Oh.
women, that kind of
It's
thing.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Period.
Sudden understanding.
So yeah,
Thank you,
asked if
Harry
Fidget's
Potter.
name was a turf.
I
No, I
love
mean, like,
these conversations.
there-
Why?
Is there?
I
gay-
love conversations with you. 'Cause, like we explain something, and it's like,
Oh. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
like I know your term. I knew what you meant beforehand, but like
Mhm.
now I
Mhm.
know the term.
Yeah. So is it triad and Fidget's mom's possible?
They're gonna hit it from behind and in every
Fidget's
other
mom has
direction.
nothing to do with this.
Oh, I don't know why. I was maybe I was zoning out. I don't know, but I
It
thought
was
It's
some
okay.
above the
Fidget's mom
board
was-
talk, but Fidget's mom has nothing
Oh.
to do with this. Right now,
Okay.
the Italian mob is gathered over down the alleyway,
Got
and
it.
they're about to attack the triads.
Got it. So I was trying to figure out the other group.
yeah.
Are we have any tie-in to
That's what I was gonna
Li
ask.
Xiaogen?
What?
Li Xiaogen is
Okay.
a possible triad connection with Dorian. Do we have any
Oh.
of that or no?
What?
I don't think
Mm-mm.
any triad is good with Dorian.
No. Dorian had triad contacts.
No, I don't.
Well, for one, Dorian's not here.
Yeah. It's just me, Parm, and Fidget.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna relay the message over to Parm and Fidget and ask. I think we should.
I'm
go.
sorry then. I thought that Dorian called us. Okay, so we're on. I'll hold back. Sorry.
You're
I thought
getting surgery.
I thought that Dorian called this one and he was like, "Oh, let me like get the guys."
Mm-mm. But yeah,
So
I'll tell
Quincy, you let
party-
the others know.
Yeah, like I think we should get out of here because shit's about to go down. And I don't know whose side we're supposed to be on, or if we want to be on their sides, but I'm tired of fighting.
We don't want to be in the way of this. I don't know if moving's really going to help us if they're doing a four-pronged attack. I mean, if we move, we're probably going to get spotted again.
I mean, are they gonna even pay attention to us? They have bigger things to worry about.
I doubt. Like, as long as we stay out of their way, they're not going to bug us.
Yeah. Dorian knows we were here. Should we just like leave some type of message or something to signal that hey, we went this way?
I mean,
We waited this long. Do you want to wait a
Or-
little longer?
Well, y'all could text.
You don't have your
Parm,
number, do you?
do you have any more of your, like, mask flyers?
I think that Parm should have a few, but there were so goddamn many of them.
Just, like, stick
Can I reach
it on
into
the
my
wall
bag
with
and
an
grab
arrow?
some, DM?
I'm sorry, what? Reach into
I
your
said,
bag
can
to
I reach
grab-
in and grab some? Into my bag or whatever? Do I have any more of those mask flyers?
Flyers.
mask flyers?
Fidget,
Yeah.
help me out.
What?
It was like the
a
clown face
while
guy,
back,
right?
yeah,
Remember
it was
his little cultist shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was like trying to get in touch. I don't know if it was when we were trying to recruit or when we were trying to get in touch with people in the cult, but we had made a whole bunch of like happy
Smiley
face
face.
flyers.
It was
Yeah.
a smiley face ones, yeah. It
Oh,
was like
They-
Parm's
they cut-
smiley
fuck.
face was.
I deleted that from my memory. Yeah, hold on.
It's fine.
Zola, you can't delete that. We've done a lot of shit in this campaign. It's
A lot of
complicated.
useless, pointless
A lot of
clowning around.
useless clown
Oh
here.
my
Yeah.
god. I rolled a D100 and I got a 2, so you can have 2 flyers.
Okay. Fidget,
That's
you won't
enough.
believe it. I got 2. I have
But
2 left. I
Okay.
used the rest for toilet paper.
2 flyers. We got the Grand Sydney Opera House for 1, and like, come on, like if we only get 2 flyers, you gotta go for best. Like, I feel that Parm's interpretation would be avant-garde. I feel
Oh, yeah.
that it would like challenge people's exceptions, right? Like whatever he put together was going to be something that they felt needed to be interpreted in a introspective way. So like if he goes Grand Sydney Opera House, if he's gonna go like big, it's gonna be like Chef's Kiss.
Yeah, but we've got 2 flyers to let people know where we're going.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, literally, like, stick a poster on the wall with an arrow, and then go in
Okay.
that direction to get out of the way.
But like Grand Central Square.
Not specific locations, just on the wall in the alley where we were, pointing in the direction that we went.
Okay, so a cult art revival. All right, we'll go that one.
In any case, we put one above the dumpster with an arrow pointing out of the alleyway in the direction that we will go.
Yeah, that works.
That
I can
works.
understand that. That's easy.
And we'll have a second one somewhere. if
Well,
we
wait,
turn.
can we like figure out like, can we like check like the surrounding areas? So what like building we're gonna go to instead of him just walking aimlessly in a direction? Like to be more like, you know, specific.
I mean, alternatively, I could put my phone number on the back of this.
Do it.
I say do it.
What's the worst that happens? You have to get
Unless
a new
unless
phone.
we like look at the nearest chicken place and be like, hey, we'll be at the XYZ.
Yeah, you could literally like instead of your phone number, just write down where you'll be or where you're intending on going.
Is there Moogle Maps on this pad of mine?
Girl, you can hack things
Google
and do things you
Maps?
can't find in the maps.
Google Maps. Google Maps.
This is gonna get us sued by Squeenix, and we don't want that.
Google Maps? I don't know.
Can I roll to the area?
I'm
Can I
sorry.
roll to see if I know the
Being sassy.
area? Do I know the area? I feel like I would.
Oh.
This area?
I don't
This
know.
is
I don't
like
know where I
a
am.
foreign land to you, my guy.
Oh, say.
No,
Ooh,
This is not your company.
I thought we were out in the streets.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, you said company. So
I did.
Same
We're
shit.
outside the company, but we're on the streets. Okay.
I was made for the streets.
Just find a coffee shop nearby
Okay.
and put the address on the back of this poster, and then just go there.
Okay.
Docents.
So, I want to give you one more chance at that.
Now what?
You want to go to a coffee shop nearby. Public setting. You're on wanted
Oh, yeah,
posters
yeah.
outside. That's why you've been making stealth checks.
Yeah, I know.
And the mob has now spotted you. Regardless of
Which
if
I'm-
you're their main target, they have spotted you. The cult also knows where you are.
How about like a dark lounge? So we get a drink or two.
Do you want to find like a bar?
Lounge.
A
Yeah, like a
dimly lit
late
bar?
night lounge.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Like,
Like-
mess up your hair, part it differently. In the dark, you can't really tell. Swap clothes, maybe.
I mean, we could do a bar, we could do a library, we could do whatever.
Well, what time is it? And what time does the library close? We're waiting for a
Well,
long time.
we don't even know when. Is there even something like this around here? That's
It's still the middle of the day,
But that's
so
why
you
we're
guys
looking
are
at
in
the map.
daylight.
Yeah, and I never got a response as to what is in the area.
What is in the area?
If we
Is-
want a specific thing, I can put an address down. If we're gonna end up hiding in another alleyway, then I'll leave my phone number. Like,
Definitely not another alleyway, but sure, let's do library.
is there a library nearby?
Is that what you're looking for?
I'm just looking for anything at this point that would allow us to keep a low profile.
Okay. So the library is what you're choosing.
Can we choose more than one?
Yeah, like a list of things to keep on the lookout for as you walk. Kind of
What's in
thing.
closest vicinity is either a library or a lounge.
Let me be very blunt and clear. Where you want to go can just appear. Just depends on what you want to get to is going to be where the difficulties lie. So if you
So
want
if
to
we-
go to a lounge, there will be a lounge. If you want to find a library, there will be a library.
And if we want the Coney Island footlong hot dog, it'll be there.
Mm-hmm. But it's just a struggle to get. Okay, let's just choose a library.
It is
that's-
12 inches of farcical mistake. Yes.
and we'll choose the library.
Okay. Yeah. Head to a library. Hopefully.
Okay. I will need the three of you to make a stealth check at 4 difficulty.
Can Parm stay outside?
You can, but it's still going to be a 4 difficulty stealth check.
Oh, okay. In that case, I guess I'll go inside.
Wait, no, we're trying to get to the library. Is that what we're waiting for?
No,
Yeah.
we're trying to not get caught on our way there.
Oh, that's what,
I
yeah,
see.
that's what I'm saying. Like we're rolling
yeah.
to get to the library.
Can I use my human thing to move a story point?
Okay.
And then can I use a story point
For
to either add a boost or succeed on the check?
okay.
Um,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use Brilliant on this one just to boost mine.
Okay.
Or, yeah, I could do that. Okay.
Saying, is that a success or do you still need me to roll?
I'm going to wait for Fidget.
Sure.
So Parm's the only one that succeeds.
Oh.
Fidget.
So as a question there, I didn't click on that. I didn't roll.
What?
Is Adrian not? I didn't
No,
do anything.
these are the outside crew.
Outside group. Right. Outside group. Gotcha. To inform.
Once again, Fidget. Bright blue hair, very easy to spot as you're moving.
I did have my hood up, but meh. I guess it doesn't matter.
You're walking, trying to get to the library as quickly as you can. The three of you are trying to take cover in the streets, acting as casual as possible. Almost like hiding under your nose is the idea here. And it almost works until you enter the doors of the library, coming up to the front desk, and you can tell on the look of the librarian's eyes that she recognizes you. We're gonna hold there. We're gonna take a break. And
Sounds
I need to
good.
pee real bad.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So we'll be back in a few minutes. Take this time to stretch your legs, get a drink of water, and we'll be back in a few. And we're back, everybody. Hello.
Hello. I thought you said Edward back.
Hello.
Not gonna lie.
We're on Edward's back, everyone. Hello.
I'm gonna write that down. That's gonna be a Dorian alias for the future.
We're riding Edward's
Edward's
back
back?
hard. Let's go.
I wish.
Fidget, you have clocked. This librarian has noticed you. What is your immediate reaction? How do you feel, and what's your what do you think you would do in that split second time where you clock? There's a recognition in her eyes.
I almost want to play it off, like I,
Like you're fucking cool.
like I'm cool, like I'm not actually like a potential murderer. I don't know, like,
Oops.
fuck. I almost want to ask her for directions just to completely throw her off. I'm just trying to think what I'm looking for. Okay, one of the things that I'd like Fidget to be trying to design, other than this big-ass armored car of some variety,
That you don't have yet.
is that I don't have yet,
Mhm.
is a digitally augmented mask that can like change faces. Does that make sense?
Okay,
like a-
are you thinking like a
Like-
physical plate that has like a screen imprinted on it, or are you thinking like a holographic projection over your face?
Holographic would be nice, but even just something that's just something enough that it would obscure your identity while still projecting some form of face that would like throw people off, that you could scramble into a different face.
Yeah, I mean, there's like little differences between the two.
Mhm.
Both would obscure your face enough to where you wouldn't be immediately recognizable, but it
Mhm.
would add a layer of like suspicion of why do you have that on, right?
Versus a hologram would be less noticeable.
No, both are gonna be like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of. I want something that looks real from a distance. Whatever that may be.
Oh, so you want like prop makeup, I guess?
Well, not prop makeup. I want something digital that I can like change. Like with a-
Mm.
Like press a button, it changes the face, sort of thing.
So, okay. You're not gonna like this, but it's the only thing I can think of right now. So unless you can imagine a different thing that I'm not thinking of, you'd have to get face surgery.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said you're not gonna like this.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking something almost more like Scanner Darkly, but
I don't know what that is.
That's a good movie.
It is.
Well,
It's in that case they're like wearing a suit that basically scrambles your appearance, so it's constantly switching between male, female, big, small, whatever. So you never know exactly who you're talking to. I'd like something like that material, or something similar to that just has the face there. That you can just instead of constantly moving and being different parts, it's just a singular face.
okay, let me ask a sub question. Are you only trying to throw off like cameras and digital recording devices, or are you also trying to throw off people?
Throwing off people is good, but it is mostly for the facial recognition, I guess.
Oh,
And,
okay,
like-
then okay. I was completely not in the same ballpark. Okay. You can just get like a they're almost like glass helmets.
Okay.
So they like clip on. Well, I guess you don't have the traditional clothing for it, but usually they would clip onto like higher length collars, so like thicker collars, and they're just like a glass, almost like shielding that goes up. Yeah, that just goes like around your head, and you can program those to have images or effects, but a lot of the time they do obscure from cameras.
Okay. I don't think it's quite what I'm thinking of, but okay. You know, I'm gonna put that one in my back pocket for the moment. And fuck, I didn't want to have to ask a librarian this because it seems very suspicious. Ask her where I can find information on heavy artillery.
The one who just clocked you, no. You're really not helping your cause.
I'm doing a research project, damn it.
Heavy artillery.
Is there a blanket acceptance that, like, I, as Adrian, said,
Adrian, you're not in the
yeah,
scene,
they're
dude.
fine."
You're not in the scene, dude.
I know I'm not in the scene, but like they were like the guests, right? So like they.
No, we're not. We're nowhere near the company right now. We're in a library somewhere else.
Okay, so it's not the company library. Okay, sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no. Yeah. You know what? She's gonna just try and play this off as cool and just looking for information.
Okay, I
Like,
need you to make a
she's not a-
negotiation.
Negotiation, not charm.
No, because not only are you trying to get across that, like, you don't mean any harm, you're actually trying to get information out of this.
Alright.
Can I?
I'm gonna use a story point.
Can I inspire her? Like, you got this, bitch. Get that information.
I don't think that really gives me anything.
What do you mean? It rolls on advantage on. It gives you a boost in all skill checks.
Is it all skill checks?
Yeah.
What was the boost?
All
You've
skill
already
checks.
used the story point here.
Yeah, anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
She finds... did not ask you to roll.
Oh, sorry.
You find that she's, like, waiting for you to do something criminal, basically. And you, like, come up straight to her. You can tell, like, her hands are under the desk. There's probably, like, a button there that she's just waiting to press. And you ask her about heavy artillery. She responds by asking you, what kind of subject are you looking for? So she's asking for a genre, like history or fiction, or, you know.
Non-fiction. Reference.
Reference, non-fiction.
Preferably something to do with schematics. Please and thank you.
Okay. Now I am gonna ask for the charm roll. And this is 4 difficulty.
I'll use another story point.
Okay.
Do I still have to roll it?
No.
Okay.
A sweat bead drops by the side of her face as she's, like, pausing before her next statement. Can I ask why you're looking up schematics?
I have a project I'm working on. I don't know if it's possible to do what I'm trying to do. And honestly, I don't really know much about artillery or guns or weaponry in general.
And this is a new hobby of yours?
It's a curiosity more than anything. My dad's a mechanic. I've always been kind of tinkery. I just don't even know if it's something that would be possible to put together. Even some historical reference might be nice.
What is your present?
Two.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
This woman is like on the edge of breaking. You haven't done anything technically wrong, and that might be the only reason here that she hasn't done anything against you. But she's recognized you. You have friends. And you're asking about weaponry. Having clocked you, this entire subject's very uncomfortable for her. She hasn't
Can I
said
come
no.
over?
You're like behind her. You're right there. But yeah, she's very uncomfortable. She hasn't said no, we don't have this thing. So it seems like she's at least virtuous in telling you, like, she hasn't lied to you, but she's on the edge of just like calling people over.
Can I somehow make her feel more comfortable that we're not suspicious with my charm?
You're gonna
flirt
be
with her?
suspicious no matter what, but you can definitely calm down the situation.
Yeah, like we're like
Okay. How do you want to go about this?
Some type of white lie just to like ease up the tension, I want to say, so we could just sit here and not be like as suspicious while we wait for Dorian. I don't know, maybe try to just change the subject, like, and talk about something random. Can I ask, like, what is she wearing, where I could be like, oh my god, your earrings, like, where'd you get them?
So you are gonna flirt with her?
Not flirting, but just
This
like
is-
try to make, like, raising her up in a sense of like, oh, like, let's just change the topic where she feels more comfortable. Like if she's wearing a pin that has like a pig on it or something, I don't know, like, you know, always just like make casual conversation with the interest she has on her body where she's wearing, I don't know, certain pieces or something, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like when you notice someone and they're wearing something and you compliment it or something.
Yeah, and you're just like building like just like a fake conversation just to have a conversation. You just
Yeah.
just yapping. Like, oh my god, your shoes are red. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I have a pair of shoes that are red.
You're butting in and taking over this conversation right now to gain control of the situation.
Correct.
So I need you to make a leadership roll. This is going to be 3 difficulty.
Oh, I love this bro. Can you use a story point too?
Yes.
Do you want to use a story point?
Should I? No, I don't.
Do it.
Oh,
No.
well,
You rolled.
didn't mean it. I would like to use
Um,
my attitude incidental to flip one of the story points. So we're looking a little barren.
Okay.
Thank you.
Also, you sound further than you did before.
Sorry.
Yeah, Quincy, you start changing the topic of the conversation away from guns and weapons, away from any ties to like violence or criminal activity, bringing the conversation to her. You immediately get the sense that she's very insecure. She's wearing like plain clothes. She's not showy at all. And she's more like inward towards herself. But regardless, like you flip this inwards, and she does that banter of like, no, this isn't anything, and you just start making like small banter to lighten up the pressure here.
I'm gonna wave to. I'm talking to her, and I'm like, my back of my hand is gonna like tell like Fidget like shoo, like go somewhere else, go read a book. Like my hand is just like wiggling, like go.
Fidget rolls her eyes and wanders off.
Okay. Now I have a question. If Parm did enter the library, because I know you were debating on that.
Nah, I don't think I will. I think, if possible, could I maybe find, like, on the other side of the street, just an alleyway, and I'll chill there and wait.
Interesting.
If anything happens, they're probably gonna come running out, like, and that's when I would rejoin them, I figure.
Us running out? Oh.
Yeah, it's like if anything happened in the library and you had to escape, you're probably gonna run back out the
Oh,
front
you're like
door.
really nearby. Like you're like right next
Yeah,
door or
yeah.
something.
Look,
Okay.
like I want to keep the library within my line of sight.
Alright.
Oh, that's what you meant by across. So you're like across the street with line of sight to the door. Okay.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I thought you
Gotcha.
were trying to like go away from the scene on the hill.
Or if there is a spot, like a bench in like a secluded, you know how in front of libraries, like I don't know why, but when I think of
lamppost,
library,
the
I'm
bench.
thinking of the library from The Page Master. If you've ever seen the movie,
Nope.
the ones with two giant lions
Yeah.
on either side of these marble steps going up.
I've seen that in real life. Like,
Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah. Is there like a spot closer by? Like, I won't move away if I don't have to, but
I mean, there are benches out in front of it, but then you're just in public.
oh. Can I drape myself in terms of service and just continue reading? So, like, to anyone walking by, they might see just a dude with, like, a lot of papers rolled around him and over him, and it's obscuring his head.
you could do the thing where, like, you see those people holding the newspapers, except it's literally the giant binder.
Yeah, stuff like that. Using a newspaper for stealth.
Just
Except
making
it's
sure that
terms of
that's what
service.
you want to do.
Fine, I'll do the safe thing. I'll go across the street and I'll hide.
If you're sure.
I'm sure I hide. I hide.
I hide.
But yeah, I keep the library within line of sight.
Of course. Interesting. Okay. Fidget, I imagine you're still looking for like heavy weaponry.
Yeah. Like, she'll try and figure out where the non-fiction side is. I don't know how familiar she would be with, like, the Dewey Decimal System or not, but, she'd just look for non-fiction and start there.
You're good with computers. Give me a computer sysops roll. One difficulty. To browse through their catalog.
That's only
Um,
the second success I've had all evening.
That made you roll a lot? I don't think so.
I've rolled quite a few times.
You don't say.
Hmm.
Yeah, the like public computers to like find what's on the shelves and whatnot. They have it set to, you know, cater to the lowest common denominator. So like you look up some information and they give you a listing of the topic at hand and picking out like a general book that might give you some information on like basic parts and wear and stuff like that. You're finding is on the shelf, like directly behind the front door, so right behind where the librarian is.
All right. Can I use that advantage to take down a strain?
Yeah, go for it.
She's just gonna flip through the book, see if she can come up with some ideas.
Ideas for
The eventual armored car and mounting of the
Right.
light machine gun to the roof.
the armored car. Okay, so we're looking for gunnery stuff. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I imagine she knows how to do some basic welding for car repair stuff.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Okay,
She takes
this
notes.
is gonna be all new to you, so I want you to make a gunnery check.
Oh joy. Considering gunnery, I have no ranks in. Alright.
I would be surprised if you had any.
Yeah. Alright, Ooh.
Um,
That'd be a
depending
lot of
on
threat.
like the size of car, depending on shape, there's a lot of considerations you have to take in order to really feasibly get a plan started. Even picking out like what kind of gunnery piece that you want on top of this vehicle kind of depends on having the vehicle first, and
Mhm.
you know, having no experience in this field thus far, it hasn't really been a consideration. And this is probably why you have so much threat here, because until you really figure out what the vehicle is, you're not gonna really be able to justify like what can fit. You have all of these options. It's almost like getting choice paralysis before you even get to picking.
Mhm.
You know, like the basic steps to get there. It's just now about what you can and can't do with what car you have. So you take some time here. Quincey, are you just gonna keep rizzing up this librarian?
Until I feel like she's not gonna call anybody on us. Yes, I'm gonna just yap it up.
Okay, make a charm roll. This is gonna be 2 difficulty.
Can I inspire my own self?
Do you need
Is that a
to?
thing? I'm scared. I want to
Mm.
make sure. Okay, I'm just.
I would need to know what abilities you're using, because they have like different speeds, if that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense to me, but I was just gonna. Oh,
You have
the
like
inspiring
improved
rhetoric.
leadership.
The-
Inspiring rhetoric should have like what kind of action is? Is it an action, a maneuver, or a inherent?
This is an active.
It doesn't say anything after that. Just active.
Yep. Let me look one more time, just in case I missed anything when I put it in.
So that's just automatic. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A lot of
The basic one, not the
yeah,
improved
yeah.
one.
Yeah. Where is it? Is it tier 1 or tier 2? It's tier 2. Okay, found it. It says active action.
Action.
before we get too far, do I do anything with those 5 threat or?
We'll see. I want to get everyone to the same spot here.
And then I'm gonna include the other.
If that's the case,
So-
I can enter the library.
So basically, that if I'm able to use it, I can use all of this.
Right.
instead of using
So I'm gonna give you a choice here. Your inspiring rhetoric in this situation, because you're talking about, you're just talking to this woman trying to ease the situation, right?
Mhm.
This inspiring rhetoric to inspire yourself. I'm gonna make it like during the conversation, you're kind of bragging about yourself, not just to make yourself like give yourself a bit of a boost, but also to be like in that conversation trying to put yourself in a better light to her.
Yeah. Mhm.
So this will give you all of the things that inspiring rhetoric would. It's going to increase the difficulty by 1, but it will also give you a free boost.
Okay.
So do you want to use it?
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay. So go ahead and make a... this is 2 difficulty. Go ahead and make your leadership check first, because that's what your ability is.
Well, I mean, it's not a
Um,
failure.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Wait. For each success the check generates, 1 ally within short range heals 1 strain. So nobody generates...
Well,
Nobody heals 1 strain,
Yeah,
and so
no,
nobody recovers additional strain.
Yes.
And because nobody can be selected, nobody gets the boost from your improved rhetoric.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I'm so lucky.
Okay. Well, you're getting the free one that I'm giving you because you're rizzing yourself up in this. So this is now 3 difficulty. You have a boost.
Charm rate.
Yes, charm.
Rolling now. Ooh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
That's
a
why I
fucking
asked if you needed
Rizzler. I was just
This is-
scared. I was so scared.
it.
So she
I don't
is
wanna
in
fuck
love
up.
with you now.
I always wanted to be a librarian.
Rats on your
Okay.
henchman, I guess.
So you're talking yourself up. I want to know, would you actually tell her your identity during this?
Would I want to tell her my identity during this?
Yeah, like she's
I'm gonna be
a
very
random
vague.
person. Are you telling her you're Quincy Maxwell?
No, I was be very vague. Like my family owns a company and like yada yada yada. But if you want to know more,
We have a-
like, you know,
We have a
can go on dates.
timeshare. We take like 3 different
Yeah.
timeshares during the year.
Like I'm
we have like
pretty
6
well-known,
vacations.
so I can't disclose
Uh-huh.
that right now. But you know, when we get to that stage in our relationship, just maybe, hey, as friends or
You're
Mhm.
like mansplaining her up and down, but she's like in it. She's like,
yeah.
this is like the 1 out of a million people that it actually works on. She's like believing every
Fuck you.
thread.
I'm
Hey.
very well versed in this
Hey.
talk.
In mansplaining? Because, like, that's the term he used.
I've been there. I can say it.
Brag.
I've been there. But yeah, like you're talking yourself up and down, and she's like getting more and more enraptured with this idea of you, even though she doesn't know who you are. And yeah, it's like maybe 15 minutes, and she's like completely enamored by you.
Ugh, I'm so good at what I do.
Fidget who?
Guns what?
At the artillery.
There is a wanted poster of you, by the way. Like
Where is
you're where is You're
No,
trying to
'cause
take
I
it
wanna,
down like
like,
it's One Piece? What are you doing?
yeah, like, oh, like, I'm gonna put my arm over her. Like, oh, can you show me where? If I see it in like visual, in my eye of sight, I'll put
mean,
my arm around her.
Outside, they're
walk
kind of
over and,
all over the place.
Oh,
Um,
I would have ripped them all down.
Okay.
Well, I would have, but if I was already outside. But if I'm talking about just inside.
I mean, we're going over this again. You probably would have done it on your way here, right?
Yeah.
You're in here. There was like one near the entrance, and that's about all you've seen. You imagine there might be like one or two more, but you'd have to like walk around the grounds to really find them. Not terribly many inside the building. And okay, so you guys are doing that. What did you want to do after you calmed her down?
Maybe try to just browse the web for current news about my family, maybe. But other than that,
This again, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Same old.
Yeah, make me a. Oh, you're using a public library this time. Okay, make me a computer sysops roll, or knowledge of the net roll.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the net. Oh wow.
Quincey, your time is spent researching information on what your family has been up to. Parm, you said you're coming inside the library?
Just because you said you were trying to get everyone into one spot.
Oh, no, I meant time-wise. Sorry, not
Oh,
physically. I
okay.
meant timeline-wise.
Okay, in that case, if I'm still safe, then I'll chill.
Yes.
Thank you. My hand was hovering over the stealth button or whatever.
Oh, I will need you to make a stealth check. You're in the alley across the street. You guys weren't detected. This is a 2 difficulty. Yeah, 2 difficulty roll.
Alright, here we go. Shazam!
Okay. Now I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you want to be found?
I mean, I guess it would depend on who might be around.
So, to preface this more generally, you've gotten a positive result. So if you don't want to be found, no one will find you. If you want to be found, a positive find will happen.
Oh, I see. Hey.
Because this is 3 successes.
Gotcha. Positive find, huh? Yeah, I guess if it were a positive find, yeah, I would be looking out for like an Adrian or maybe a Dorian or maybe a Slamber.
Slow, so long until they get here.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, Slambo went off to make that soup kitchen. He's not gonna be here. Okay.
Right,
Cool,
yeah.
Cool. You're out here keeping overwatch on the front door. It's maybe 30 minutes go by. We'll say 30 minutes to an hour. It's a good length of time, but not going too deep into the night yet. You see pulling up, or I should say pulling backwards into the alley behind the library from the street. The truck you saw in the Yakuza den. Not Grizz's truck.
Okay.
So this is the Yakuza's truck. So the truck you're seeing has the same license plate as the one that was in Shuhei's den.
Okay. So this is someone, if not Shuhei, then someone closely working with him.
Right.
Okay. Okay, we have working phones now, right? I forget.
No.
No, we don't.
Yeah, by this time they'd be disconnected now.
Gotcha. Okay, let me look at my skills real quick. My skills. Can I? Oh, I know what I want to do.
Sniper shot a dart and put a note at the end of it.
And then it like opens up and it's one of those party blowers that sprays some confetti in your face. That was good. I would like to do the... Okay, I realize I have to copy and paste. The ability is called Parkour!
Oh, I love that ability.
I want to parkour on... Alright, is there like a spot above the entryway where I could like pretend to be a gargoyle?
Oh my god.
You want to be the Dark Knight?
Yeah, I just want to be like a gargoyle in like some pose until they come out and then I'll jump down.
That's funny. I like that.
God, what were their names?
Interesting.
Just call me Goliath. There we go.
Yeah, I think this
Gargoyles.
is definitely doable. So please add a strain to your character.
Okay.
You climb up the front of the library and then like walk across the entire the roof, getting over to the back and just like hunch over to the back, looking at the back door where this truck is going. They don't pull in the trucks. I don't know what the actual name is. The shutter door at the back of the truck. They don't pull that end to the back of the library. They just pull straight into the alley. Few minutes later, you see people coming out from the back door of the library, going up to the passenger seat of the truck. The door opens very slightly, and you can see some hands are exchanged. You don't quite see what's in them, as they pocket it real quick, and the person came from goes back into the library.
Right. So, what I know is that an exchange happened here. That's pretty much it. Okay.
Very much akin to like a drug deal, if you could call it that, but
Yeah.
no, you didn't exactly see the goods, so could be anything.
Gotcha.
Head,
Shit.
fingers, anything.
Man. Okay. Well, I guess I maintain, my stony gargoyle presence until my allies exit the library.
Okay.
And then, shit, if only Dorian were here, I'd try and scare the shit out of him. Okay, if Dorian
know about him.
specifically arrives at any point, I want to try and scare him. But,
It's so funny.
if that doesn't
Um,
happen, then I'm just gonna jump down.
I
It
love
might. I
Drax
just
fully.
want to forewarn you. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's gonna be hours.
Well, I mean, I got nothing else to do, and I am safe here as long as I keep passing stealth checks. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly,
I'll
the height advantage is probably good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can keep Overwatch. Like, it's great. Like, it's great.
yeah, it's fun. Like, I'm good with guns. Like, it feels nice to be able to have a place to shoot from. Not that I'm planning violence. But yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. You're keeping watch over the library on the exits. Fidget is researching guns and how to mount them. Quincey,
Yes.
you look up recent events regarding the Maxwell family. There has been since the naming of like there was like a large series of events that happened in a very short amount of time. So you got arrested, but the news didn't report that. The news reported that you suddenly wanted to take succession of your family, right? And you already know this. Someone is posing as you and, you know, physically looks exactly like you, right? This is already something you know. Another thing that you heard about, which came that same night, is that your brother and sister denounced this calling, saying that you should not become the successor to the family. The reasons they did that is unclear. They did not specify. A few days later, there was a public announcement made by your sister stating that she's going to start making moves in order to be the rightful successor to the Maxwell estate. And in doing so is going to prove that you are not worthy to the title. And so she has begun taking action and doing all sorts of things, including what you can kind of like read between the lines, paying local neighborhoods governments to be like, oh yeah, your sister is doing really well and is really great for business and really great for this community. You can already see she's like started making moves to have her name overwrite yours. Your brother has announced that he is looking to detach himself from the family entirely. Another few days later, there's a lot of shit that happened, okay? Another few days later, there is a segment of news that you begin watching. It's your body double, whoever that is. You're not sure if they're acting. You believe they are because they're not you. But they're talking in an interview about your dad having died. And you're going into this like deep dive now, and there has been like a hijacking of a plane. People went in but never made it out. There was a crash somewhere in the city. This plane disappeared. There's all of these different pieces of information that don't make sense. You don't know if this event ever happened or not.
Above board. I am so proud of myself because I'm writing fucking notes. Continue.
The last piece of information that you're able to gather, which is the latest thing that your family's estate has publicly announced, is that all proceedings of where the estate's value will lie is going to be held off until after the funeral. You know as much as anyone else with the amount of money that's juggled around. This could be like a cover-up death. Like your dad could just be going somewhere and living peacefully and happily for the rest of his life somewhere, right? You could go visit him. Or it could be real. But right now, you're not in the circle to know what it is.
Wow, that was a lot of news.
You guys have been on the run for a long fucking time.
Fuck yeah, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Alright, good to know. I think Quincy is gonna just feel a little overwhelmed, but he's like, you know what? I don't got time to deal with this shit right now. Just gotta wait for Dorian.
As you take that breath and just make that sign inside your own head that you need a minute. You're just gonna like wait this out and browse the web for anything else. You need some eye bleach. You need some like good news, puppies, kittens, whatever it is. There is a computer command window that pops open, and in it quickly types, "Are you surprised?"
Bitch, I just got the chills. I'm put at what?
You're actually typing. That's awesome.
I literally got the chills. Ooh.
Your family is working very hard.
I don't know, right? Am I not?
In your own way. But
Thanks.
you're not needed for this part.
I'm right. Thanks for noticing, but what part? Time, the air.
You never really cared before, so why now? They don't answer your previous question
Oh,
about what part.
I wasn't. Can you say that one more time?
They don't answer your question about what part, but they type in the response. You didn't care before, so why now?
I didn't appreciate what I had before I lost it all. I know now, and that's all that matters.
Aw, if only life works like that, bud.
Period.
Do you value wealth over your life?
I don't. Well, if I look.
You type that. You don't value wealth over your life. And you continue to type, but they respond immediately saying, then stay out.
Hmm.
No.
No.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Your mother built that company. Your dad helped. You're gonna keep the Maxwell family legacy forever. Yes, who's this? That's the seat before you give it up. That's your seat before you give it up. Their message here in response is, then your legacy will be 6 feet underground where no one will see it. As you ask, who's gonna bury you 6 feet?
Underground.
There's an ASCII prompt that pulls out. Do you know what an ASCII prompt is?
No, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so it's basically a computerized image that is created with like a bunch of the keyboard symbols. And you get an image of a card with 4 of swords.
Oh, that shit ain't good.
I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? I don't click it open.
Okay, so 2 people have tarot cards.
Like, is this blackjack?
What was cards again?
One, this is not blackjack. I have to look up which one I gave Parm. Actually, I think it was 3. Maybe it was the same one.
3 or 6?
I don't think it was 6. It was a lower number.
Okay. I feel like if
Might
it was
been
4, I would have said
2.
something.
Oh, right. This is the session that I lost my physical notes on. I'd have to go back into the VOD to figure it out. It was 3 or 4. It was one of those. But yeah, you get the 4 of swords.
Can I click it? Like, what happens? Do I click it? Or, I don't know.
It's just like a
just
image
a
made
card
out of
showing me.
symbols. So there's no link or anything.
Is the conversation still going?
I mean, the window's still open.
Like,
4 of Wands.
I'm
Or
gonna ask.
wands. That's what it was. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask. Are you my sister?
Ooh, interesting.
If only it were that easy.
Well, make it easy. Make me know who am I talking to.
The window closes.
Bitch.
Soon everyone will say bitch.
Soon, DM.
I'm gonna walk over to the librarian. You got a bottle of like a tequila laying around somewhere?
Jesus.
You're asking the librarian for tequila?
Look, I'm desperate. I'm just saying. Or how about a water bottle or juice?
To the library that happens to have a bar in the middle of it?
That's actually a good idea.
No.
I don't think that's a good idea at all.
I don't think we should put drunk people anywhere near.
Drunk reading? That sounds terrible.
They're gonna mess up all of
I mean, a good cocktail and a good book.
Yeah,
Yeah, but at a bar, people aren't gonna drink in moderation.
For classy.
That's something you do at home, not out. Oh, I'm gonna say no. Just a random bottle on her.
You know what they say, the quiet ones, gotta watch out for them.
Okay, you know what? You've convinced me. It's still no.
Period. Okay. Anyways, and then I'm just doing like, how about some juice? I would really like some juice right now.
My blood sugar's getting low.
I'm gonna start tearing up like,
Mommy
why
always
is my life so hard? And I want her to console me.
Okay, make a fucking charm roll.
She pulls like a juice
Damn it! I
box
thought
out
you were
of her
just gonna give it
lunch.
to me. But
No. Oh wait. It should be 1 difficulty. Okay, go ahead.
yeah.
You can see like she moves to the side of the seat and like pats the other side that she's not sitting on anymore, so you can sit right next to her or like basically on her lap.
I'll put my head into her shoulder.
Yeah, you do that, and then she takes one hand and starts massaging the top of your scalp with that one hand, like scratching with her nails. And you can see her other hand like flipping through her phone to get to the nearest like the nearest like courier service to get you juice.
I remember when my mom did this for me.
That is not
Okay.
That would be the
Don't
like
say
instant turn off for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you.
I'm like, well, I missed
Okay.
my family.
You see, the problem though is he rolled 7 successes
I
before,
know she's
so
into it.
he has to be now, and I hate that. I hate that.
Created a monster, both of you.
I have to be honest to the dice. I must. Where's my integrity if I don't? So yeah, your family sucks right now. So once again, I ask the three of you, are you guys waiting here until something else happens?
I am, because now I have made my roots.
Yeah, Fidget's
I hate
gonna
that you
stick
said it
around.
that way.
I
Okay.
don't like the creepy laugh. I gotta say, I didn't like it.
Furiously rubs hands together while licking his lips.
Yeah, no, I know what gift this is. Hold on.
Yeah, yep.
Where is it?
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of. But
This is the one I'm thinking of.
You think about the guy
always.
behind the tree?
yeah, the
Yeah, it's that, but worse.
black guy in the suit. Anyways, yeah. Okay, very well then.
He has mommy issues going in the notes. I do not have to write going in the notes in my notes. So you guys are just gonna wait there the full time? Not
Fidget's
Fidget.
gonna keep reading and trying to learn how she's gonna build this damn thing.
There is a patrol of police cars that like park right next to the library that you can see, Parm. And immediately as they get out, their demeanor doesn't give off like immediately on the hunt. They're walking at a like relaxed pace, we'll say. They are going towards the front of the library, but it doesn't look like they're actively searching for stuff. Just kind of looks like they're walking on the sidewalk. You want to do anything?
Do we clock them?
You're
From
inside.
the inside? Yeah.
Gosh. Oh boy. They're heading towards the front, you said?
They're like rounding the corner of the sidewalk, so they're going towards the front door. But they're still on the sidewalk. You don't know if they're gonna go in or you don't know exactly what's gonna happen here.
Okay. Ah, shit.
You could go
I-
and do your thing.
I try my best to observe them. If they go into the library, then I will rethink my course of action.
Okay. You waited out. Gargoyle on top of the library. Fabulous.
Beautiful.
As they round this corner, they continue to walk on the sidewalk. They look towards the library's doors up those steps, and they see you at the top. And you can see one of them points you out, and then the other one shrugs, and then they keep walking.
Very Skyrim.
Yes. Oh man. Awesome.
And
Love it.
okay. From here, I'm gonna end the session here. We need a little more time for what's gonna happen next in this library.
God!
Oh, no.
God!
We need a little more time, and we don't have enough time today. We're
I'm down
gonna
for
check it
30
out
minutes.
next week.
Damn.
Yeah, but see, this was not discussed prior, so we can't just put that on people. So,
I mean,
as enthusiastic as
I
you
feel
are,
like everyone is okay with it.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Can I roll for
yeah.
it?
No.
Charm.
No.
Charm. Go.
Thank you guys so much for playing.
Yay!
Quincey finally found out what happened to his family.
Lord, I mean, that was the only time I could really fucking find out.
You just had to reconnect with society.
Yeah,
Yeah, and a librarian.
that part wasn't necessary, I guess. That part didn't really fucking
Oh, seems like somebody's looking.
didn't even
out
get
for
her
you.
name. Yeah, yeah.
You're fucking right. I'll ask for a name when we leave.
It better be Janice.
Janice? That'd be like the third Janice I feel like I've made.
Wait, what's
Gotta
the
be
Third
someone else,
character's
library
name?
Janice.
Like Doris.
What's the character's name from what's that one monster movie with Boo? Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
That one lady
Yeah.
that is like, eh.
Janice.
That's her name,
Janice.
Janice. Oh fuck. Okay.
It's the same voice that
Just
Sam has
kidding.
used every time he's played a Janice.
You're right.
Is it?
Yeah.
You use that voice, familiarly.
But I didn't
It's
use it
like-
here.
I don't think yet.
I feel like you've used it in the other one.
I mean, I could use it whenever I wanted to, but this is not the voice of the librarian here.
Or else she'd smell like smoke, and she doesn't.
Not me googling the Four of Swords. Represents rest, relaxation, and recuperation.
Good for you.
Hmm. So it means I'm dead.
No.
I see. I was getting
so-
that one confused then.
I didn't describe this because Quincey doesn't know tarot. But it's upside down.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh my god, that's my instinct!
Yes,
I knew
it's
it.
upside down. All he saw was like 4 swords on a card.
Quincey, you might be in trouble.
It's
Four of
upside
Swords.
down.
Four of Swords reversed indicates a period of awakening and recovery. It suggests that we are emerging from a period of seclusion or mental overload and rejoining the world.
That
Wow.
sounds like a good thing to me.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was bad. So much of the swords are bad.
Wait, so
Except
is this
for
a good
few.
thing or wait? No, this is a good thing, right?
I mean, okay, listen.
It's
In tarot,
okay.
anything can be good or bad, just depends on what happens in your situation.
Mhm.
Because it could be like a burgeoning of a new event, or it could be like you're fucking burnout and you're exhausted of everything that's going on,
Mhm.
right?
Mood.
It just kind of depends. Just kind of depends.
Well, I feel like it's good.
Here we go.
I feel like it's good.
Sorry, Quincy. You
Wait, what? Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna post something for
Oh
your
yeah, go for it.
benefit and leisure.
Do you remember what card Fidget got?
I don't have a card.
Oh, someone else had a
Yeah,
card, right?
just give
Yeah,
it
it was
Parm,
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 and it was the
Parm,
Four
yeah.
of Wands.
4 1.
Mm-hmm.
I went back into my archive
even-
notes for that.
You won't have
It even talks about someone that you might have to give space. Your library girlfriend.
Shut the fuck up.
If you haven't heeded
or
the
it, or it could be a space from everything and myself.
If
The
you've been
space could
chasing
mean
a
this
potential lover relentlessly, you may find that
Perfect.
your advances are now feeling unwelcome.
Mm.
Pressuring someone often creates the opposite effect of the one you desire. Alternatively, this card can also indicate coming out of a period of rest.
Oh, you're coming out, Gratz King!
I'm
Good for you!
coming out to take my throne, which was rightfully mine.
Are you looking for a queen?
I'm looking for a joker, and you are the joke. You will always be my joke, Dorian. Anyways, I feel like that's a good card.
God, that was.
We'll see.
I felt like that was brutal.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that roast.
But it's
That was
Dorian.
some dark roast coffee,
It's
man.
Dorian, who cares?
Was my Four of Wands upright or reversed?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't have those
Well,
notes
shit.
pulled up.
Flaccid or-
I
It
feel like they
burnt
were
up.
upright.
Hang on. Let's
I think it
see.
was upright.
It could be reversed. Reversed keywords: lack of support, instability, feeling unwelcome, transience, lack of roots, home conflict.
No, it just said Four of Wands. It burns. It burns pink. It burns pink paint. Sorry, it's pink paint doesn't burn. Wow, my notes suck. And looks like a rabbit to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it burns.
It looks like that's like
but
a
it looks
good
like a
card,
rabbit.
too.
Hmm.
I feel like that card is like good in both ways.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
It's a very like neutral card. I would feel like it's very
Yeah.
I mean, all of them are kind of like that.
well.
It's open to
Yeah, but-
interpretation and relation with what else is pulled.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's more towards like the more, I guess, positive side,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Bad.
I'm not so sure. But anyway,
Okay.
thanks for playing, guys. Once again, November 5th, we will not be playing. Myself, I will be too distracted, and as I'm sure many of us will be. So I'll be streaming, but we won't be playing this game on November the 5th. But we'll play after. Next week is normal, of course. Next week's normal.
What comes out November 5th?
The election.
Oh,
What?
That's election day.
I was thinking video games.
Oh, I wish it was that fun. I wish it was fun.
Yeah, unfortunately.
November 5th. Oh my god, I deleted their fucking December 5th.
Yeah, we'll all be pretty distracted, so I feel like we'll just give that the space that it's
Yeah.
warranting. And cry the next week either out of fear or joy.
Yay.
Anyways, have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
You
Bye.